Just on Erling, you mentioned before and just then that he's still sort of been struggling with this injury. Are you going to have to? You can have to manage that through the second half of last season. You mentioned before the amazing work the physios have done with him. He obviously had a lot of injuries with Dortmund last season.
No, but the injury is completely different last season. It was a knock in his feet in Dortmund when we played in Champions League, and the doctor said that when he's damaged, his ligament in the feet it's painful. It's not easy to recover. That's why he struggled. But muscular issue and everything is perfect, and now it's much better. Now it's question of time. Of course, we need him, and yeah, it was good.
And this is one game he's not going to want to miss. I don't know if you're aware of his and his family's history with Leeds as well, or if it's been brought up in the changing room at all. But it's one he's
No, I think we'll be ready. Day by day is getting better. As much he can train, he will get his condition.
Just come back to the TV, please, Paul, at the front for Ben.
Jesse Marsch was speaking today or yesterday, I forget which, and he said that Erling had messaged him as soon as the fixture list came out because he was obviously looking forward to going to play Elland Road. I mean, it's going to be a huge occasion, isn't it? What sort of reception are you expecting from the Leeds fans on the 28th, and for Erling as well in particular?
I don't know. They want to win, we want to win. They will push his team. It will not be a friendly game. Hopefully, Erling cannot be contaminated with the nice words for the opponent.
I think Jesse said he'd welcome a slight hamstring problem, but there's no issues.
Today finished good. Hopefully not. I'm pretty sure Jesse was his player. I'm pretty sure he preferred to play with the good players on the pitch.
And just finally, it's been a while since we asked you about any potential transfer plans for January. I know you said previously you're not going to sign anyone, but has that changed? Is there an area that you'd ideally like to strengthen in January if it became available?
No, I don't think so. I think we are going to finish in this way. I don't know what's going to happen, but since I arrived in Abu Dhabi with the sport director, with Chiki, with everyone, it wasn't any name on the table.
If I may just ask you about Leeds United and the way that they play under Jesse Marsch, and how you would maybe describe them, and whether you learned more from their win at Anfield or the defeat against Tottenham.
One of the toughest games. I would have preferred another opponent than Leeds in that moment after the World Cup. He's the most aggressive team in the Premier League, statistics. The guys who don't leave you time to think, and you have to be precise, and you have to be, high level to do it in the situation to have after our defeat against Brentford, and how strong is Arsenal and the opponents that come from behind. You have to be alert carefully because if the distance is bigger, it will be so difficult to catch them.
I know we asked you about Alvarez yesterday, and obviously I don't know whether he's going to be available for the Leeds game, but does what he's done at the World Cup give you a bit of an issue? Because clearly the impression of him has changed from a player who was maybe a little bit part player at Manchester City to someone who's integral to the team that won the World Cup. Is that something difficult for you to manage?
To manage?
Well,
what a privilege. First of all of us, we are so incredibly happy for him. It's like Messi, no? So has to win the World Cup to maybe get the credit or go with the position like maybe deserve. And Argentina could lose the penalties against Holland and lose the penalties against France. We will not be champions, and we will be the same exactly outstanding player. Julian, of course, is a completely different player. Doesn't need to play in World Cup or win the World Cup to know exactly how he is as a player. Of course, for him it's unbelievable. The HF already World Cup champion, and thanks to Argentina, he will come back as a better player, and that is magnificent for us. And after we'll see what happens day by day. But it's important to have him with this amount of games and injuries and whatever. Have Julian is so important.
In his mind, he might react differently to being left out of the team.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't speak with him. I didn't see him. But I would say right now the players that are going to play the next game against Leeds, they will be grumpy with me. They will be upset. They will be sad. That's normal. So it's what I can say. We are so happy from Julian, and I'm pretty sure it leaves this experience to play in this under pressure. 80 finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals, one game. You are in, you are out. Play this type of games. What experience for it. And of course, our player will be perfect for us.
Hi, this is your first. This game was your first chance to watch players coming back from the World Cup and players who didn't play the World Cup. What's your assessment in terms of, do you think the World Cup benefited or damaged players who played?
Well, I'm pretty sure the happiest player is Julian. The other ones, if they behave good and they were happy to playing, it's okay. And they weren't happy, they didn't do everything, it's a pity for them because World Cup is 4 years. What I saw last week when I started to arrive the amount of players, especially Spanish players and Manu and Nathan, I saw them real well. And question of rhythm, the World Cup players are better than Riyad, than Cole, than Sergio, than Erling, much better. So, yeah, we talked today, guys, back to the business. So the first is the toughest opponents we can face in the last years, our big rival. And it's the best proof to know how we are, how can do it, because in 3-4 days we have Leeds United and non-stop. Our schedule in January is terrible in terms of amount of games and the quality of the opponent. So, and we have to restart. And this is what we have done today, and hopefully we can continue.
Finish with Jamie, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Just going back to Calvin Phillips, can you just clarify, please? If he's not injured,
No, it's not injured. He arrived with the overweight.
yeah, that's what I'm going to ask. So why is he overweight?
I don't know.
But it's the player's responsibility, is what you're saying.
No, he didn't arrive in the condition to train in sessions and to play.
Because the reason I ask, obviously, he's been away at the World Cup. He's been around physios, nutritionists. So
No.
you'd expect him to be fit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why he cannot play. When he will be ready, he will play, but we need him. We need him a lot.
Is that a disappointment to you, surprise?
It's private conversation with Calvin.
Okay, second question, please. You lost your last Premier League game to Brentford, and today your defence looked a bit open. Is that fair criticism? Is there concern over your defence, or is it just because Liverpool are so good? And Brentford
Defense of what, sorry?
do you have any concerns over your defence being not the tightest, not the best at the moment? Because you lost against Brentford, Ivan Toney played well the last Premier League game,
Yeah.
and tonight, Liverpool were creating a lot.
We create much more than Liverpool, much more. And you cannot expect against Liverpool, you cannot create the chances. But you see the chances. So you just see the Liverpool, if there is a team like could take the ball and they don't defend during 90 minutes or more than last the part, didn't happen. They beat us in the transition. It's a top fantastic team. So I think there is no one other match in the world can be prized more than Liverpool than I am. So every game is completely different. Today we defend really, really well. And when that happens, they're good. Against Brentford, you're right. When you play 10 balls against Tony and they win 15, it's difficult to win the game. So, and it was completely approach. So we could not control the long balls, we could not control the transitions, and they were better. But today was completely different. Today the team was a highest level. To beat Liverpool, or you play your highest level. Even the highest level we have with 3-2 and suffering until the end, it's because we've done really well. Okay, thank you.